Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. On June 25, 2025, Dee's Dark Adventures returned with another late-night investigation, one that quickly spiraled into a chaotic and emotionally intense experience. Filmed deep in a secluded forest, the episode documents a solo exploration that began under already fragile conditions. Dee starts the video by admitting to a difficult day marked by a near loss of her phone and what she describes as a full-blown panic attack. Despite that, she heads into the woods alone, hoping to clear her head through the only method that brings her peace: confronting the unknown. Carrying only a flashlight, a camera, a trigger ball, and a voice recorder, she steps into the darkness. Almost immediately, subtle disturbances begin.
Hope you guys are doing all right. I've had to do this intro 3 times and it's not like me. I had a horrible day today. Not trying to down you guys or get you guys down, but I about had a panic attack. My phone was taken and then I got it back. So I've been in a mess all day. iPhone, your iPhone, man. Anyway, I'm good, just stressed, so please mind me. But we're here. There's a lot of traffic. I'm hoping once we get down in here that it'll die down. But I don't know if they drove over a stick or...
Soft cracks, distant thuds, and faint footsteps surrounding her from all directions. Initially, Dee tries to rationalize the sensations, attributing some of her tension to traffic noise and her frazzled state. But the atmosphere shifts.
Where are you? Hello? I gotta look at the phone because I can't. No way, look! Nothing's there. No. Wait, stop. Okay, everything's coming to bed. Oh, man, Jamie, I don't even know where the ball's at now. It just went up. There was leaf movement. That sounds like electric. Like if you, for a second, it sounds like stay like underneath a power line. Moving to my right, I can't move so fast. You guys are quick.
Moving further into the woods, she deploys her trigger ball and attempts to establish contact. She introduces herself respectfully, referencing prior visits and leaving small tokens behind in hopes of building trust. Soon, the ball begins activating on its own, with no apparent physical cause. As the activity increases, so does the unease. Dee starts reporting faint voices, odd electrical hums, and the chilling sense of being watched. Shadows dart through the trees, and her attempts to track them only heighten her anxiety. A particularly disturbing moment comes when she realizes the familiar trailhead, the one she's entered from before, appears completely altered.
Oh, I saw that pointy shadow there, got me. Okay, we're going to the entrance. Maybe if I run, no, don't run. I'm gonna walk really fast. Here we go. Walking fast. Faces past as I'm entrance bound. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Maybe if I sing, I'll probably hate it more. Here we go. Okay. Walking through the woods, no problem. Oh, this is my own song, don't take it. Walking through the woods, no problem. Oh, why does every YouTuber end it with a song? So funny. Okay. Ooh. Hi. That's 2. Come on, man. The ball has not went off. I think it's went off one more time since I've clicked it, and that's it.
Landmarks are misaligned, and known obstacles seem to have shifted unnaturally. The disorientation adds a new layer of panic. At one point, she glimpses a pale shape cutting through the trees.
On the back of that trail down there. It smells like death so bad it panics me. I saw that white foot thingy. I just heard that screech. I'm out, man. They're freaking out. I'm freaking out. It's going to be a terrible video. You are going to hate it. I probably already clicked away. Sorry for acting a fool in your woods. I apologize. Thank you for allowing me to be here, and I'm going to make it. Dang it. over that thing. It's not under now, it's over. Did you get zapped or do you still work? You still work, but it hasn't gone off. Huh. Fine. Makes it even better. Whatever.
Fast, indistinct, but unmistakably human-like. The forest's scent also changes, filling with a heavy, almost putrid smell she instinctively links to decay. Compounding her fear is the sudden silence of her once active devices. Even the trigger ball that had lit up earlier now sits still. Her inner monologue begins to unravel. Switching between humor, self-deprecation, and real fear, Dee tries to steady herself with jokes and even a brief song, but her voice wavers. Every step is more uncertain than the last. Equipment malfunctions, noises grow louder, and she begins to doubt whether she should have come alone. Toward the end of the exploration, the fear becomes overpowering. Multiple unconfirmed figures seem to close in. Her flashlight flickers. The weight of the forest presses in from all sides. She apologizes aloud, to both viewers and the forest itself, as she retreats in a hurried, panicked state. Her final push to escape is filled with whispered pleas not to be followed and repeated attempts to convince herself it's over. Eventually, she emerges from the woods, breathless, overwhelmed, and emotionally drained. She admits the outing might have been a mistake, one that took a toll far greater than expected. This episode felt different, not just because of the activity, but because of how deeply it affected Dee. Whether the changes to the trail and the device's silence were paranormal or psychological, the emotional breakdown was real. It's possible her heightened stress made her more susceptible to interpreting stimuli as threats, or perhaps the forest simply responded to her energy. Do you think the forest was reacting to her vulnerability, or was something already there, waiting? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and remember, sometimes the scariest thing isn't what's out there. It's how far into yourself you're willing to go. Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. Uploaded on June 26, 2025, Fuzzy Dog Productions shared what initially seemed like another lighthearted travel vlog, complete with their usual humor, canine companions, and upbeat music, documenting a peaceful camping getaway. Their destination this time was Sweetwater Campground in Brewster, Massachusetts. What began as a spontaneous evening drive turned into a strangely memorable experience. Departing around 7 p.m., the couple aimed to reach their campsite late, hoping to wake up surrounded by nature. However, arriving after dark proved more challenging than expected. Narrow roads, poor signage, and a missed turn led them through the wrong section of the campground before they finally reached their reserved spot. After some frustration and a detour through unfamiliar lanes, they managed to set up camp and unwind.
All right, coming in here was no joke. The roads were really narrow. The signage is pretty poor, especially at night. I mean, that's kind of our choice though. I mean, we found it, but we had to do this huge loop through the C section where we were supposed to be in the A section, and the A section was just honestly a quick left that we missed. So user error, as always. What are you gonna do? But we're here, we made it, started a fire, gonna chill out. So we really drove 2.5, almost 3 hours to find lobster rolls, and that's what we're going after. We're looking forward to it tomorrow. It's going to be a great day.
The location was just as they'd hoped, wooded, quiet, and tucked away, providing the ideal escape. They ended the night around the campfire, looking forward to exploring the area and finding local lobster rolls the next day. But the following morning brought an unexpected twist. Around 5 a.m., while they were still asleep, someone quietly entered their site and rummaged through their belongings. The first sign of trouble was subtle. Something seemed off. Eventually, they realized that all of their top-shelf alcohol was gone. Even more perplexing, it had been replaced with unfamiliar, off-brand bottles. This wasn't ordinary theft. It appeared someone had deliberately swapped their high-quality drinks with cheaper alternatives.
You might have taken more, I don't know.
Wow.
That's crazy. We got robbed.
Why didn't you take the Annie's mac and cheese? Was this there? Is this the Drambuie thing? I bet it is, right? Morning. We had a guy walk through here probably about 5 in the morning. The dog was starting to bark. We don't know how long he was here, and he stole all our booze. Literally went through the back of Luna, took the Drambuie for the recommended drink, and just kept walking. Wow, lesson learned. Not only did he take our good stuff, he left us shitty stuff. We're definitely a little shocked that this guy went through all of our stuff. This lady here, Mrs. Fuzzy Dog, she's just pissed. Rightfully so. It's just weird.
There were no signs of a break-in, no damage, no mess, just a strange, deliberate exchange. The fact that the intruder brought replacement bottles suggested they had come prepared. The family's dog had barked during the early morning hours, but at the time, it hadn't raised much concern. In hindsight, it was likely a warning. Though unsettled, they continued with their day, trying to shake off the odd experience. They visited several local spots, sampling lobster rolls and taking their dogs for walks through the Cape's scenic parks. Food and fresh air helped restore some sense of normalcy, even if the memory of the strange intrusion lingered.
There he is. We are leaving this place. This place is beautiful. It's huge. It's heavily wooded, so we feel like we're in the woods. It is really exciting, especially after the morning. But we're going to forget about that morning. We're going to go get lobster rolls. We're going to go get booze. I don't know. We're going to go find an adventure. Get these dogs for a long walk, probably at one of the state parks out here on the Cape. Let's go. Cheers.
Perfect. It's pretty good. Hi, Haggerty.
We are still on the elusive hunt to try to get or restock our booze for the recommended drink.
They had neither. At least the first place used to have it. This guy didn't. He was like, no, we don't have that.
Despite their best efforts to move on, the questions remained. Who had come into their campsite? Why go through the trouble of swapping bottles instead of simply taking them? And what might have happened had someone awakened mid-incident? Back at camp, the couple retreated into their camper for the night. Still unable to recreate their usual drink due to the missing ingredients, they made do with what they had. The trip ended on a quieter note, but with a lingering sense of unease. The calculated nature of the swap suggests this wasn't just a random act. It's possible the person had done this before, perhaps even watching from a distance and waiting for the right moment. The absence of other missing items supports the idea that they came with a very specific intention. Was this a prank, a strange ritual, or something more disturbing? The idea that someone could silently enter your space, swap your belongings, and disappear without a trace is deeply unsettling. What do you think happened here? Let us know in the comments. In one of the most unnerving solo exploration videos of the year, Indonesian content creator Debbie Pertanti returned with a chilling overnight trip into Hutan Pesugihan, a forest infamous for its eerie legends and feared spiritual associations. Taking inspiration from fellow explorers Maz Kisid and Bang Ivan, Debbie set out to test her courage by spending a night in the same part of the woods where both had previously reported unexplained encounters.
Oke, teman-teman, ini saya berada di hutan pesugihan ya, teman-teman. Dimana saya nonton channelnya Mas Gesit dan Bang Ivan. Dan aduh, saya udah parno duluan ini. Saya nyampe sini kemalaman, teman-teman. Karena saya nanya-nanya sama Mas Gesit. Dan saya kayaknya, aduh, ini mau buka ini aja, teman-teman, hammock.
Her original plan was simple. set up a hammock, cook a quick meal, and quietly observe the forest. But almost everything about the night would deviate from her expectations. Getting to the location was its own ordeal. Delays and wrong turns slowed her progress as she searched for the only identifying landmark, a white sack hung from a tree, often confused with the ghostly figure of a pokong, a traditional spirit in local lore. After finally arriving near dusk, Debbie, visibly tense but determined, set up camp directly across from the ominous sack. She prepared a modest meal and tried to focus on the routine, but the sounds began early.
Hal yang paling mengerikan di hutan adalah binatang, teman-teman.
Unsettling rustles and movements in the forest hinted that she might not be alone. At first, she brushed it off as wildlife, perhaps monkeys. Yet as the night deepened, the noises became harder to ignore. Whispers, faint cries, and something that seemed to circle her location just out of sight. At around 11 p.m., things escalated. Debbie was abruptly jolted awake, claiming something heavy had fallen on her hammock, forcing her to the ground. Shaken and no longer willing to sleep exposed, she packed up and began walking deeper into the woods with only a flashlight and her voice.
Kom. Kok saya ngeri banget ya di sini. Assalamualaikum, saha. Ih, kayak ada yang ngikutin. Ih, siapa?
Softly repeating prayers to maintain composure. As she wandered further, she reported a sudden temperature drop, oppressive heat giving way to a cold, damp chill. The atmosphere grew heavier with every step. Her flashlight trembled in her hand as she documented dense trees, obscure shapes, and noises that defied logic. Branches snapped. Distant voices seemed to answer one another. She began feeling stalked. Her anxiety mounted visibly. Multiple times, she appeared on the verge of collapse.
Aduh. Tuh, ada batang pohon nih. Jangan ada yang ikut. Jangan ada yang ikut. Saya mau pulang. Tolong. Udah, jangan ada yang ikut. Tolong. Aduh, ya Allah. Saya udah bener-bener gak fokus nih jalan nih.
Even more unsettling, she referenced how both Maz Kesset and Bang Ivan, who had come here together, once called the fear in this place luar biasa, extraordinary, and now she was experiencing it alone. Eventually, her fear peaked. What she believed were ghostly voices became more distinct. Her flashlight flickered. Debbie aborted the exploration and started making her way back, whispering into the dark for anything following her to stop. The tension in her voice revealed a deep, genuine dread.
Oke, teman-teman. Luar biasa banget, dan ini saya udah lagi jalan untuk ke warung, teman-teman. Kayaknya saya mau tidur di warung aja, teman-teman, karena udah bener-bener nggak sanggup banget. Luar biasa terornya. Udah ketemu saya pada saat di warung ya, teman-teman. Biar saya fokus jalannya, biar bisa cepet. Oke, mantap. Oke, teman-teman, alhamdulillah saya udah di warung dan kayaknya saya mau lanjut tidur di sini aja, teman-teman. Udah, saya nggak bisa berkata apa-apa lagi, teman-teman. Terima kasih banyak supportnya. Selalu nungguin video saya, teman-teman, dan Semoga teman-teman sehat-sehat selalu ya. Amin. Oke, saya tutup video ini teman-teman. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh teman-teman.
Finally, she reached a small roadside shelter near the forest's edge and chose to stay there for the night, admitting she couldn't continue. Her final reflections were filled with exhaustion and gratitude, thankful to be safe, but emotionally spent. She had no dramatic statements, no exaggerated fear, just raw honesty. The psychological toll of exploring such a location alone is immense. Whether supernatural or not, the combination of cultural fears, night sounds, isolation, and folklore can produce intense anxiety, even hallucinations. Still, the consistency in experiences between Debbie and earlier explorers raises questions. Are there patterns here? Or does fear feed itself in places like this? Do you believe Debbie was simply overwhelmed by fear? Or did something truly follow her in the forest? Share your thoughts below. Some places feel wrong for a reason, and this might be one of them. The latest episode from Four Wheels to Freedom, a channel centered around full-time road travel, opens with lighthearted reflections and celebratory vibes. As the couple wraps up their journey across Spain and France, they look back on recent adventures, a freshly cleaned van, and the joy of hitting their first major YouTube milestone, 100 subscribers. It's a cozy, cheerful start, complete with casual humor and a few cameos from their lovable dog, Jackson. What follows is a charming mix of gratitude, travel memories, and plans for the future. They hint at 2 major international trips coming next year, while promising more UK-based camping content in the meantime.
Just want to say thank you to all our new subscribers. We're now at 100 subscribers. Whoop, whoop. We're gonna have a drink tonight, guys, because that was the middle of the night I hit 100. Our aim is by the end of, no, I don't know what my aim was actually by the end of this year to get to 100 subscribers, and I'm there halfway through the year. So maybe we could get another 100 subscribers before the end of the year. I look like I got a bit of colour, don't I, guys? Do you think? Right, guys, so we'll catch you on the next one. I'll think the next one for you, maybe reviewing a campsite, a restaurant, because they do food here, so we're going to have a little review of the restaurant. Guys, also, comment below what sort of videos would you like to see from us when we're back in England. Obviously, we'll do some English campsites, but would you like to see some day in the lives of us in the UK? Oh, we've got a visitor. Hello, darling. You come to say hello to the vlog of your waggy tail. Waggy tail. Where's Mr. Waggy tail?
Midway through their return from Europe, however, the tone shifts. While cruising along a quiet stretch of French highway en route to the Eurotunnel, they encounter an alarming scene. A vehicle engulfed in flames at the roadside. As smoke fills the air and intense heat radiates from the burning wreck, the couple slows down cautiously, documenting the situation while speculating about the type of vehicle and whether help has arrived. Soon, a fire truck is seen navigating its way toward the blaze, struggling through traffic to reach the scene. Despite the tense moment, the couple stays calm, makes sure they're out of danger, and continues their journey.
Oh, bloody hell, we've got a bit of a...
That's a car or a lorry or something. That's black. Yeah, it's a car there.
Bloody hell. Oh, they've got out. Yeah, he's there. He's out of it.
Filming it. Coming off those red cars.
Bloody hell.
Everywhere.
Taking the window up, I think.
That was like a...
You could feel that heat. Whew. I don't know, I got it on film.
Electric fire.
That's the fire engine there, look, trying to get through.
Yeah. Definitely some heat coming off it.
Yeah, definitely. Bloody hell, guys. Just as we touched back into the French border. Just like that, guys, we're on our way home. Well, to the Eurotunnel.
France.
We're now getting to get the
Belgium,
Eurotunnel.
right?
Yeah, we're in Bray-Dues or something like that. I'll put a little thing there, you know what I'm like with my pronunciations. Yeah, I'll put a little clip of the beach from yesterday.
Once safely past the fire and through the French border, the vlog returns to its usual upbeat tone, complete with beach memories and a lighthearted sign-off. The video is a perfect snapshot of van life in its truest form. Unexpected turns, real emotions, and a mix of everyday joys with occasional jarring moments. The sudden appearance of the roadside fire added an unpredictable edge to an otherwise relaxed road trip. It's a stark reminder of how quickly things can change on the road. While the cause of the fire remains unknown, viewers are left wondering if the vehicle's occupants made it out safely and how fast emergency response times are in more remote areas. Have you ever encountered something this intense while traveling? Share your own stories or thoughts in the comments below. Life on the road is full of surprises, some you plan for and some you just have to react to. On June 23, 2025, Off the Walls After Hours made a highly anticipated return to a site that many longtime viewers would instantly recognize: an abandoned trestle bridge hidden deep in the woods. Their previous visit to this location had already hinted at something strange, and their return only confirmed that something wasn't right. The video begins with a nostalgic tone, but within moments of arrival, the crew is thrown off guard when a rock suddenly strikes the tracks near one of them, producing a spark and setting an ominous tone for the rest of the night. As they move through the overgrown paths, led by the familiar trio of explorers, subtle yet disconcerting changes became evident. The trail they remembered had shifted. Landmarks had faded. Vegetation had overtaken spaces that once seemed open. And most disturbingly, there was silence. The absence of spring sounds like birds or insects was noted almost immediately.
Oh yeah. Buddy thinks he's LeBron or something. Let's go check the hole first. Oh yeah, it's been a while since we've been here, bro. There's a trail still, yeah. Oh yeah. And then there's just like a center part right here that's like no grass.
Was it like this last week?
I don't know. We came here so late last year.
So different.
It is.
It doesn't look like anything.
The paint and shit looks like it's like starting to get covered. That's weird.
This shit looks like it's been like a band.
Yeah, it's been a while. Interesting. So we were just sitting here discussing, because it's pretty quiet. Not crickets, no birds, it's spring, which is really weird, but there's no noise. We hear a ringing in the distance. Don't know what that is, but Tony was saying that, what were you saying again?
It's very quiet around us. People say that it's like something scary in the area, like a predator.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna go down to the trestle and check that out. Hopefully we are good.
While continuing toward the bridge, conditions worsened. The area had become more waterlogged than before, slowing progress. One member injured his ankle, further complicating the trek. During a pause to rest, they became aware of sounds around them, footsteps and movement through the nearby brush. These noises circled them, always staying just beyond their flashlight beams.
Jordan just twisted his ankle right in that area.
Oh, I need to tighten this. Oh, that hurts so bad. Cut the lights. Put on a bow if anything.
I have no low on this, I don't think.
That fucking hurts so bad, guys.
He's like, we might need to call it a night, boys.
Then you'd have to walk back.
We do. Dude, there's something right there. Something right there, though. It was right that way. It was like a rock.
Crossing the bridge brought no relief. A large can abruptly rolled across the tracks, though no one could determine where it came from. Metallic echoes came from the shadows, and every attempt to trace their source came up empty. Reaching the location of a past encounter, they found new items scattered in the area, objects like rope and gloves that hadn't been there before. Just as they were processing this, another rock struck the track nearby, again producing a spark. It had been thrown with such precision that it ignited on impact. That moment shifted the crew's mood from anxious to alarmed.
Dude, what the f***? A rock just sparked in front of my fucking face.
Bro, you're tripping, dude.
Dude.
No, I told you. It sounded like something.
I kid you not. A rock literally hit the track and sparked.
Right next to each other, literally.
Yo.
That was coming towards us fast as fuck.
Tony, pull your phone out so you can record. This might die. I want to get everything on footage right now. What the dude. Guys.
I got thrown at.
Dude, it got... No. It was like right in front of me, dog. It hit the track and it fucking lit up like a fucking spark. Okay, let's be real and stop for a second. Because... What the threw that at us?
The first one was...
If y'all are not playing...
I swear to God I didn't throw shit. Because literally me and Keegan were walking
dude,
right next to
I
each
know,
other.
I like want to, like, I know it wasn't you guys, but I want to believe it was you guys.
The second one was
because
it was a
I
big
literally
rock.
saw it come into my eyesight. I kind of want to sit here for a minute.
Shortly after, a second rock was thrown, this time from a different direction. Tension peaked. Batteries started draining unexpectedly, flashlights dimmed, and the woods, already silent, felt suffocating.
The whistle? Yeah, I heard it.
No, you didn't.
I did. It came from right in there.
That whistle.
Shut up. Shut up.
That whistle, dude. See what happens. Who's got a lot? Tony, you got a lot of whistles? No. Nothing.
Then came the sound that unnerved them all, a distant whistle cutting through the night. It wasn't random, it repeated. It felt deliberate. They attempted to respond with whistles of their own, but were met with silence, and then more movement in the undergrowth. That was the breaking point. The crew decided to retreat, leaving behind any thoughts of a deeper investigation. With no visible threats and no clear explanation, the night closed out not with answers, but with more questions. The experience was marked by carefully timed disturbances, objects thrown with precision, untraceable noises, and an eerie silence. These patterns suggest a calculated presence rather than coincidence. Was it someone, or something, watching and reacting to their movements? Could this be the same entity from their previous visit? And if so, why return now, just as they did? Let us know what you think might be behind this unsettling encounter. On February 5th, 2018, YouTuber Azra Pluto uploaded a video that quickly gained attention, not for its relaxing summer vibes, but for capturing a real-life brush with death in one of the world's most dangerous environments. The footage begins innocently enough. A group of friends had ventured deep into the wilderness of northern Australia, seeking relief from the intense summer heat. They came upon a quiet, scenic river, lined with dense greenery and calm water, seemingly the perfect spot for a swim. As part of their fun, one member of the group secured a rope to a sturdy tree branch. He prepared to launch himself into the river, expecting nothing more than a cool, playful splash. But what followed was anything but routine. Just as he swung out over the water and dropped in, the stillness broke violently. From the depths, a massive crocodile surged upward, its jaws wide open, aiming directly for the man's legs. The attack was sudden, ferocious, and alarmingly close. The man narrowly avoided the reptile's strike, hitting the water just far enough to escape. In a flurry of panic and survival instinct, he managed to claw his way to the bank, trembling, soaked and in shock. Though he didn't speak, his expression told the full story. The proximity of the predator and the raw reality of what could have happened was written all over his face. The peaceful river, once inviting, had transformed. What seemed like a harmless stretch of water now appeared sinister, its calm surface hiding a lethal ambush below. Crocodiles are apex predators with incredible patience. They often remain motionless beneath the water, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. The man's movement on the swing likely triggered the attack instinct. It's possible the crocodile had been silently tracking them from the moment they arrived. Was this a random encounter, or had they unknowingly walked into the territory of a highly territorial predator? Let us know what you think. How would you react if you found yourself face to face with danger beneath the surface? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.